Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Everybody please turn their phones off or silence them. Welcome to Shelby County Board of Supervisors meeting, this January 20th, 2026. Anybody have a conflict of interest?
Sure, none.
None? Okay. Then anybody want to make a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved. Second.
Moved by Mike, second by Harris. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Everybody read the minutes from last meeting.
Yep. Motion approved.
Motion by Bryce,
Second. No changes right there.
No changes.
second by Mike. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Everybody looked at the claims.
Seen in line, I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Bryce,
I'll second.
second by Mike. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Pipeline reports. Steve Kinkle.
Good morning.
Good morning. Morning.
Steve.
Well, a week ago, last Monday, I passed off to you the surprising but not surprising news with Supreme Court denial.
Was surprised to me.
What surprised me the most wasn't so much, I was surprised by the denial with all the splits in the 8th Circuit and splits in 4th and 5th Circuit on the same issue. I was surprised at the time because the attorneys in DC just got done submitting their rebuttal on Summit's amicus brief, their arguments, on the 26th or 7th. Within 10 working days later, they denied it. I hope they gave it serious consideration, you know.
Wonder.
Yeah, so that was the most disappointing part. I don't have any new information because they do not give a reason. It's just they're going to look at it or they're not. Okay, so I visited with Mr. Whipple, and he's planning on in February, the first or second meeting, to come out here and visit with you guys. They're looking into reviewing more of the specifics of what the 8th Circuit ruling, you know, they were hoping the Supreme Court would look at it, since what that really means for us. Okay?
Yep.
So I don't want to speculate or anything, if there is any options or not. So that will be coming. I'll let you know and let Taryn know when that is. Do you guys have a preference when that is? He didn't ask, but I'm just asking you in case he asked me if it's a Zoom or if you want him here in person.
Zoom is fine. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so let it up to him.
Save us a couple hours of billing.
Just, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The ratifications concerns of that, my biggest one is safety now is 100% at PHMSA. Here's where the circle starts.
Yeah.
PHMSA is not in control of routing. That is left with, they always said, the states and locals. Well, we've been taken out of that by this not looking at the ruling. So now it's up to the state. The state can't consider safety either because it's preempted by the feds. But safety is overlooked by PHMSA, and because PHMSA is not in control of routing, there is no standard setbacks for safety. So we have an agency that's supposed to be out here protecting us, and they can't protect us because there's no standard safety setbacks. So this is going to get very interesting. I've already reached out to the Pipeline Safety Trust. They're a national 501(c), and their goal, their mission is to do exactly what their name says, that they're pipeline safety. And they're all aware of all this, and I'm just saying who's going to protect us. So I'm hoping to get a meeting with them and maybe some PHMSA reps or somebody down the road here, because this isn't right, guys. I don't think a lot of people have looked at the repercussions of this. Lastly, You probably heard the eminent domain bill in the House, came out of subcommittee, I went to that. And then out of committee, like 19-2. There possibly could be debate in the full House this week, if not this week, next. I'll let you know when that happens. They've been saying since the week before the session, the Senate would be coming out with their version. It still isn't out yet. But they want to widen the corridor from, now it's contiguous on two partials on each side of the pipeline. It could be a quarter mile, it could be half a mile. They want to go 5 miles each way. But still allow eminent domain, so they call it eminent domain bill, but it's not. They think they can reduce it. So we'll have to see where that goes. The thing people should not lose track of is property rights are in our Constitution. And if we start giving property rights away or negotiating it away, when will it stop? You know, we all took an oath, you guys took an oath to uphold the Constitution, so did all the legislators and the governor. We're gonna find out who really believes in that. So, that's kind of where that's at. So, you guys have anything for me?
Do you have?
Okay.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks,
Have a good
Steve.
day. Okay, Chris Federickson's secondary roads report.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Not a lot this morning, about the same as 2 weeks ago. The weather's been fairly decent until now, so with the colder temperatures, our ditching and pipe replacement may come to an end here shortly. Yesterday we went out to try and do some ditching, and it's frozen up on top. It's tough to cut a decent ditch, so we'll see the next couple of days or week. If things shake out or shift out, maybe we'll still be okay, but we may pull back and bring everything back into the yard here until the weather changes for good. So we'll just have to see. We did haul a lot of rock the last 2 weeks to weak spots throughout the county, so there's been a lot's gone out. I think the soft spots, hopefully there was enough time, it's worked its way in, and we'll stay there if we do get a snow event before spring, which is probably more than likely, so I'd rather we didn't, but we'll see. Other than that, we are blading just minimally around, also trying to keep that rock in on the road and keep things smoothed out. So just a few things going on. More or less that's what's happened in the road department. The only thing I have today for an action item actually deals with the solid waste. Solid waste has their own board, and we need to have reappointments made for 3 of the members to that board. Those members would be Bryce Shaban, Stacy Ferry, and Jarvis Maganja, and these are 2-year terms, so they would serve until January 1st of 2028. And they are all returning members to the board, which I appreciate also. So if there's no questions or concerns.
Motion to approve.
I'll make a motion.
Do I have to abstain?
Abstain for that one.
Okay.
Second.
Second that. Motion by Mike, second by Charlie. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
I do like talking trash though.
Do you? It's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, lots of things can happen. So appreciate that, and I'll and I'll let the other members know they're reappointed again, and that's what I've got for this morning.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Todd Feline, Shelby County Chamber report. Morning, Todd.
Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you.
Just a few items to note. And some good news. I don't know if we have the exact plan. Carol put something out. We had just a little over $49,000 in gift certificates that we sold, or
That's good.
late November and December.
Is that on pace with previous years pretty well, or?
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple of years, especially right around COVID, where those numbers were up, but in general, yeah. This Friday, many of you know Ron Roseman He's got a new book called A Practical Farmer's Journey, and he's gonna be at Milk and Honey, making a presentation on his book, and then you can discuss the book, discuss the book with him. And that'll be at 7 o'clock. And then, of course, the restaurant will open at 5 if we're going to have a meal before. Got some blood drives going on. We have one today from 11:30 to 5:30 at Vets. Walk-ins are welcome for that one. We have one tomorrow from 11 to 5 at St. Boniface Parish Center. And then we have one February 25th from 7:30 to 11:30 at the Harlan Community High School. So as we continue to, present these to the community, we just want to remind everyone that it's been quite a while that we've still been low on blood reserves. So if you can donate, please do. The Harlan Golf and Country Club is going to have a Sunday brunch on the 25th from 10 to 2, and the cost per person is $18.99. Harlan Community Theater Steel Magnolia auditions, so those will take place the 26th and 27th. They begin at 5:30 at the Emmanuel Lutheran Church, and then you'll know by the 29th if you made the cast. Emergency Medical Center has their blood analysis screening taking place. You can get an appointment by calling 712-755-4288 between the hours of 8 and 4. This is always a really good way to just kind of get a check on yourself without it being hugely expensive, these blood screening analysis. The one in Harlan will be from 6:45 to 10:45, February 24th through March 6th. Irwin will be from 7 to 8:30 on Thursday, March 12th. And Avoca will have one from 7 to 8:30 on March 18th. And then finally, tomorrow, Protecting Against Fraud is a presentation by Community First Credit Union. It's going to be hosted by Milk and Honey. It'll start at 9 o'clock, and there's no cost to attend. So I know with all we have going on with AI and everything else that's going on right now, that might be a good presentation to check out. That's it for us for today. All right.
Thank you.
Yep.
Brent Shelby, the agency.
Right, Brett.
Good morning, Brent.
Good morning.
Mine's more just to follow up with you guys as to you had some thoughts on increased limits on cyber property deductibles, some signing forms, those sort of things. So really, it's if you have questions for me and final decisions as to if you want to make any tweaks.
Yeah, I was more worried about the cyber, whether we need to increase it or not. I talked to two of us, and I think it's too low. So, I don't know how much we should go up and how much it's gonna cost us. Telling us that our insurance is way out of either.
How do you feel about it, Taryn?
I think we talked the last 2 years about an increase.
And we're talking last
Where would you be comfortable with that?
Drawing blank.
Right now, you got-
drawing blank on name right now. Did he give
Awesome.
did he give any indication as to what he felt he's got the most expertise? I mean,
No,
we can
but
tell
I-
you benchmarking stuff, but that doesn't mean it's right or wrong. But
Yeah, I know he thought it was too low too. I don't remember if we talked about a number, but
So we've got 250,000 right now, is that right? And we talked about increase to 500 maybe.
Mhm.
And that was gonna be another, it was gonna be 65, 82, I think.
yeah, I mean, if you look, to go to $1 million is, if you look at the difference between the two, it's $42-ish $100. So you say you split that in thirds, you're looking
I
at,
said that was to go to 1 million.
6582 is to go to $1 million.
And 500,000 would be.
So 500 is not a quote, but they just offer alternatives. So that's where I go to them and say, hey, I'm 98% sure they would do it in between limit if it was a round number. Usually they'll do it at $250,000 increments. So
Because right now it's 2,300 for the 250. So that'll be almost tripling our budget for that to go to 1 million. 500,000, is that?
I think that's a good number.
That's what I was thinking
I
of.
mean, you never know if it's enough until it happens.
hopefully you don't ever need it.
But yeah.
And you can do that. You can say, hey, we're gonna do it now and kind of predetermined in 2 years, go ahead and do the million, stair step it, I mean, we can revisit it every year like this, there's no wrong
Yeah,
answer.
we don't have our budget done yet, so we don't know exactly what we got, so I'd hate to go up a ton.
I was thinking, that.
500 would be where I was leaving, but again, if it happens in like 6 months from now, I go, God, we should have done a million. You know, just don't
Hindsight
know.
isn't 20/20, it's crystal clear.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
I don't know. Is that just an action item, or was just a?
yeah, it'll be on that, one of those
Yep.
sheets you signed, one of the things is there's a bunch of boxes to check on options, and we'll just list that as one of them, so it's right here, so it'll be, reviewed them all. Yeah, except the increased limits, and you'll just put cyber to 500,000 as well.
So I need a motion to raise it up to 500,000.
I'll make a motion for 500,000 coverage.
Motion by Mike.
I'll second that.
Second by Bryce. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
And we also talked about,
Some savings.
Some
on
of these
property
other-
and auto.
yeah, we have several of them, property,
Yep.
auto, and excess liabilities.
I mean, and you're obviously at some point going to have an auto claim, but this is a way to help offset some of the cyber increases that over its, anytime you talk deductibles, you look at it as a 20 to 30-year play, not a 1-year play sort of thing, because when you have that claim, it's a wash sort of thing, but the periods of time you don't. So if you look at your property deductibles, for example, it's roughly a 1.5 year payback. So every 1.5 years, you don't have a claim, you save the $4,000. If you have a claim, it's a wash. Auto's similar to where, you go talking $3,500 of savings to go up by $2,000. You'd have to have almost 2 vehicles wrecked per year. Granted, you guys got a lot of vehicles on the road. It's different than each of us having 2 or 3 personal autos, but those are some ways over 20 years you can basically take out the increase on the cyber for having an increase in limits.
What do you think?
Um,
Like you look at your property deductible, it's currently 1,000 now. If you go to 10,000, it saves you just shy of 8. So you'd have to have a property claim every 14 months. Every 14 months for the next 20 years for that to not make sense. So
How often do we have property, I mean, other than Haley?
one every few years, 4, 5, 6 years sort of thing.
Haley's, I don't know, it seems like.
And that's a separate deductible anyway, so
Oh,
it's
is
a
it?
totally
Okay.
separate deductible, as you remember, that's capped, so.
Okay.
Yep, when it's those big wind hail events. That's an $8,000 savings every 13 or 14 months that you don't have a claim, so. You just gotta be aware of it, pay attention to it. To remind you, last time I told you guys, if you were a normal commercial customer, 10,000 would probably be the minimum they'd even let you have. They wouldn't even offer you 1,000 or 2,500 just with $12 million building that we're in right now, so. So I don't think it's unwise or unique or anything to go to 10, and if you say, hey, we'd rather just go to 5, and again, he's into it,
Yeah, trying to look long-term at it, I guess, like you say. I'll let you guys talk that out. I'm good at the 5 or the 10, and just
I think the 10 makes sense to me.
save that premium.
again, even if you have a claim this year, the $9,000 increase in deductible, $8,000 of it's funded by savings and premium, so we're looking at $1,000 this year by the property claim.
We're increasing from 1,000 to 10.
Yes.
You need a motion?
Motion on that?
Yeah, I'll make a motion, increase it
And I'll
from
second.
1,000 to 10,000.
I'll second it.
Motion by Bryce, second by Mike. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Then the auto. Let's see, 3,600. That's a separate.
Yep, you can do them separately. You can do nothing, you can keep them the same, or you can increase them. Same way I always look at deductibles as ratios, so if you say a $3,600 savings by going up roughly $2,000-ish in deductible, you have to have a, 1 in 3, 4, basically just shy of 2 auto claims a year. Those are more frequent with all the vehicles and sheriffs and that stuff, but knock on wood, I'll say you shouldn't
Neil,
average 2
how's our drivers? Depends on the weather, right?
You can't help it if their deer runs out.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's got us a few times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would maybe leave a little more chance of using that
Okay.
with our graders and, is it graders in that one? Or is this just?
Yeah, auto physical damage, so typically it's your items that are licensed for road use.
Last year. I didn't even leave that one alone, I guess it was me, my personal.
I'll make a motion for that.
Yes.
I'm
You
good
don't-
with
Not have to do anything on that one.
You're not making a change, so
Okay.
not that you
Okay.
can't, but.
Is that all we're gonna look at?
Those were your 3 items that you kind of wanted some time to digest, and
Yeah, the excess liability, I had a note on that.
yeah, I mean, you have really good strong limits, but
Okay.
there's never a right answer. It's similar to these, but slightly different of what your gut tell you with every discussion I have with a liability limit. It's, hey, if you had a really, significant accident or claim, what's enough? Well, you're not gonna buy $150
$5
million,
million
but
right now,
you
so
need more than $100, so.
let's save
You've
that
got
one for
pretty,
now.
you got pretty strong limits at 5 million with your 2 million underlines, you have 7. Generally speaking, in the commercial world, like I talked deductibles, I would say that would be above average comparatively. I would say more commercial customers would have 2 to 5 million and you're at 5. So
We'll save
if you
that.
had $1 million, I'd say, hey, increase it to something
When
and
we're
start
flush with
shoving it.
cash someday, maybe.
Yeah.
Take a look at
7
that.
million is a really strong limit. There's no, same way, there's
Leave
no
that
right
one
answer.
at 5 then.
Okay, we're good?
You guys?
Okay.
Just note that on the 2 changes here and check the box and sign them.
Do you want just to make a motion to approve the ICAP
Renewal with
renewal,
those changes.
renewal with changes and
Yeah, I'll make a motion to
Sign it.
renew ICAP
Okay, we got a
coverage.
motion to renew.
Second.
Second by Bryce. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carried.
Thanks for the explanations, Brent.
You got
Appreciate you coming.
always in. Anytime, let me know. Okay, so if you meeting stuff, let me know. Push them, have them reach out. No schedule. Let me know if you got anything you need to. Email, you can just scan them and email them, or I can come get them, or you just tell me what you want me to do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for. Okay, department head report, sheriff's office.
Morning.
Morning, Neil.
The wind blew your hair off.
Yeah, again.
Maybe
Yeah, it happened.
I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. Must be you're off. Real quick, some updates on my side. I figured I'd put this together for you guys. The first sheet is the Harlan stuff, and then the next sheet is overall for the county. Run through it real quick. But basically, a year's analysis is some of the major type of things we deal with. First column is the month of December. Next column is year-to-date for 2025, and then there's a comparable from last year. So if you look at accidents, they were about the same. Citations went up a little bit. Traffic warnings that we wrote were about 500 more. Arrests went up, about 40 more arrests in the city. Criminal mischief reports a little bit up. Theft actually went down, so that is a good thing. We cut that over in half for the city. We had over 3,000 and some contacts this year. Welfare checks were about half again. Alarms, we're still responding to those. That's at 81. Animal complaints went up to 20, and burglaries went up from 0 to 3 for the city of Harlan. It's kind of cool you can pull all these numbers out of our
Yeah.
new database and stuff pretty quick and do comparables for it. So I did not run comparables for the countywide stuff, but I guess just some things to point out on there. Did 149 welfare checks, made over 3,000 traffic stops last year for 2025. Protection orders were 66, responded to 48 different domestics, and had 31 theft reports, 11 of which were in Harlan from the other chief areas.
It's Harlan too.
Yep, this is a cumulative. So overall, we responded to about 7,600 calls for service last year for 2025. So I haven't really brought this before, but it's good to see, the amount of actual business that is happening in this call volume we already did.
You're busy.
Yeah, they're definitely busy. So obviously some of those, that's not everything, but that's kind of the nuts and bolts of stuff we deal with day to day. So, any questions on any of those numbers or anything?
Yes. Interesting.
And was I on there for the next thing too, Karen?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I was gonna bring up, not only an update, but wanted to be on the agenda. So capital projects, obviously budget a decent amount in there every year for vehicle purchase, outfit, software changes within the vehicles, things like that. Over the last 10 to 12 years, I have never raised that number. It's been the same number the last 10 or 12 years, and this is the first year I have found myself a little behind on upfitting cars. Prices has gone up, equipment has gone up, software has gone up.
What hasn't?
All the things that I've been dealing with, and I've been able to figure it out for the last 10 years to pencil it out, move some money, do some things. I'm behind this year. So I do have some money in my capital reserve account, my capital fund. I was going to request to use some of that to pay for our final vehicle build for this year, and then obviously reflect at our budget conversation this afternoon to try to get that thing back on track with where the market is right now and what I got to deal with. So I was asking for, I think I have $60-some thousand in there. I was going to ask for about 17,000 of that to finish a build for this year. But I needed approval to move the money from reserves over to my capital.
Okay, everybody have any comments or?
Any questions with it? It's been a long one too, if you want.
Do you have a motion to approve?
Now, motion to approve the $17,000.
Motion by Mike,
Second.
second by Bryce, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Appreciate it, guys.
That's good work.
Yeah.
Any other questions for me or anything?
I think so.
All right,
Thanks.
perfect. Thanks, guys.
See you this afternoon.
You bet. See you then.
Okay, recorder's office. Geraldine?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Well, I'm pretty good. How about you guys?
Good enterprise there.
Well, there you go. That's the one that'll be signed. And there's just,
Thank you.
Thank you.
okay. So this is my quarterly report for the last quarter. And the column to the right is the same period last year. So what I've highlighted is we've gone up in just about every category for this last quarter this year. We were up in the recordings like the deeds and the mortgages, copy fees, miscellaneous, which covers quite a bit, contracts, up within the DNR with the registering and licensing and boats and all of that, up in transfer stamps. So all in all, this quarter compared to the same quarter last year, we were up about $2,300. So we did a little bit better.
A little busy.
Yeah. December was a great month. We did a lot. It was a lot of recordings for December than other years. In fact, this was our highest e-recording month, that we had 119 e-recordings, and that was up across the state. So December was really good for the recordings for the legal documents and that sort of thing. Other than that, as far as the DNR, the recreational vehicles, ATVs, that sort of thing, they expired December 31st. You can still renew those, but there's now a $5 penalty on those, but you can still renew them. So if you're going to be driving those around, you probably should get in and get those renewed.
Well, are those under, say the UTV user permit is 0? Where's the,
Are you looking on the report?
yeah.
Yeah. No, this is just separate. I'm just saying that they were due December 31st. Their registrations, the renewals were due. But you're looking on the report for.
I was just curious as to how much revenue that UTV and ATVs.
Oh,
It's 0.
let's see.
So I don't know if that's under one of these other categories.
Means total well, that's the UTV permits. We used to have where the county sold a separate permit for people to be able to ride them on county roads. And then the law changed and we don't
So
have
that's
that.
under, that happens in the
Yeah,
driver's license. You
no.
have to get a tag, don't you still? Those-
You do get a tag when you renew your vehicle, but this was an additional tag
Okay,
that we had, but the law changed and so we can't do that anymore as a county. It's through the state.
it's not state.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and I should
I don't
just
have
take,
one, so
I
I
should
don't
just
know.
take that off
Okay.
of there, but yeah,
Okay.
that's why that's 0, because we can't do that
Gotcha.
anymore. Anyway, the recreational vehicles expire December 31st, so there's a $5 penalty now, but.
I see the state fees now down there.
Right, but we'll have to renew those. Hunting, resident and non-resident hunting and fishing license expired January 10th. So if you're gonna be out hunting or fishing, you need to renew those license. Pheasant season just ended, and according to the hunters, it was a great season. They said the best they've had ever since the early 2000s, so.
It looked like there was a lot of pheasants out there.
Yeah, so, and these are
A
hard.
few less now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. These are not new, but I just wanted to bring kind of show and tell. These are hard cards. And you can get all your licenses on the back of them. And so you don't have to have the paper copies of them. These are really great if you have lifetime licenses, lifetime fishing, lifetime hunting, because then it's on there and you don't ever have to have one carry those paper ones. If you just have the license that you have to renew every year, still great if you'd rather use this than the paper copy, but you have to buy a new hard card every year to have it on there. And these are $6 a year. So they have new pictures on them for this year. It's a buck, a bluegill, trout, and sunset over a lake. So a lot of people take these and they collect them. I mean, they keep them.
Just like stamp collectors. Isn't it?
Right. So just wanted to say that these are really good, especially if you have your lifetime licenses. Then purchase one of these and they'll have it on the back. Kids aged 12 to 17 have to have a valid education certificate in their possession to drive a snowmobile. They can now get that on a hard card. That's new this year. So that they have to have that on them when they're driving a snowmobile. Other than that, we're just staying busy. Any questions? No?
Thanks, Gerald.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for keeping us posted on the State House too, and
Yes.
awesome changes.
Yeah, there's always,
updates.
within those bills, they always kind of sneak other things in there, you know, so first it was consolidation and now it's, they want to have it not be an elected position anymore, now they want the board to appoint, so not sure that's good or bad, but anyway.
We need to approve her report.
Sure. I was still thinking about that approval thing.
Yeah.
Yes, do I have a motion to approve recorder's report?
Go ahead, Bryce.
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Bryce.
I'll second.
Second by Mike, all in favor, say
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carried.
Send me a copy of the page you just read.
Of what?
The page you just read.
Oh, yeah, I'll just give it to you.
Thanks.
There you go. All right, thanks,
Thank
have a
you.
good day.
Hey, consider,
Is there any other department heads? Kenny, do you want to say something? Okay. All right. Good.
consideration of support of Shelby County Fair Board Economic Development Project.
Okay,
Mike's got the letter.
I'll discuss this. We just got the letter requesting some funds for, they're putting in, I think it was 114 campsites, camping pads around the fairgrounds for use for a variety of reasons. Racing events, and whatever else, the fair, whatever else comes in. They're looking for some financial support to do that. The city of Harlan is providing all the millings for the road and the basis for the camping spots, I believe. So I just got this emailed in. I'm going to just read it to you. It's from Lee Shu, who is the chair of the Shelby County Fair Board, or president, I'm not sure how they call that, but it says, Shelby County Board of Supervisors. This letter is to provide awareness and acknowledgement of the ownership and use of the Shelby County Fairgrounds. Shelby County Fairgrounds are owned by the Shelby County Fair Corporation. Shelby County Fair Corporation leases the Shelby County Speedway to High Banks Promotions LLC. Proceeds from the lease of the Speedway, as well as income that High Banks Promotions LLC receives as part of their race events, are implemented to continually improving not only Shelby County Speedway, but also the Shelby County Fairgrounds themselves. Shelby County Fair Corporation is a 501c3, focuses on not only serving Shelby County, but also surrounding communities. Many events held at the Shelby County Fairgrounds are provided at no cost to the community. Events that are provided at no cost continue to provide support for the Shelby County Fairgrounds and the ongoing improvements. Outside of the Shelby County Fair, the fairgrounds are leased out for a number of activities that range from regular national horse contests to speedway races throughout the summer months to jackpot livestock shows. Shelby County Fair alone estimates there are approximately 10,000 people that explore these grounds throughout the course of their 5-day fair event. With the growth of the Shelby County Speedway, this number has continued to and will continue to grow, as well as providing continued growth for the city of Harlan and surrounding communities. Shelby County Fairgrounds consists of approximately 56 acres. Upon completion of the proposed additional camping spaces, there will be well over a mile of finished roadway on the Shelby County Fairgrounds and approximately 162 campsites on the grounds. In addition to this, the Shelby County Fair Corporation continues to provide an approximate 1 acre parcel of their property as a testing area for the Iowa Western Community College to provide driver testing for semi-drivers. These areas, as well as the numerous structures that call the Shelby County Fairgrounds home, there's always the need for updates and improvements to better serve the continually growing crowds that make their way to the Shelby County Fairgrounds each year. On behalf of the Shelby County Fair Corporation, we would greatly appreciate any contribution and financial assistance to put towards the continued and exceptional improvements that have been seen and realized at the Shelby County Fairgrounds. Sincerely, Lee Schuf, Shelby County Fair Treasurer. He's a treasurer person.
Can we take this out of hotel motel tax?
We have economic development budget.
Okay,
We have 10,000 in there, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that fits that bill very well.
I know
Okay.
Gary Haupt and his company are providing at no charge, I think, a lot of the grading and upgrading of it, so it's a really combined effort by some private individuals.
I also heard we have RAGBRAI coming right after.
Potential for that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be busy down there.
Yeah, it will be, so. And I think Terrence said we have $10,000 in our economic development. Now, whether we want to use all of that, part of it, I mean, I don't see anything else coming up. You never know what comes up, but
you wanna put that in motion?
I would move to approve the $10,000 towards this project.
Okay, we have a motion,
I'll second that.
second by Bryce, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign?
Sounds like a really good project that's gonna benefit a lot of people. It's not just for one
Yeah.
specific.
Also to, sorry to interrupt, to mention about Rugby, but we submit an application, we're not 100%
Oh,
sure
not
that
100%
it's gonna
sure,
happen,
okay,
so,
okay.
just making sure, yeah.
Okay,
Thank
very
you.
good.
Okay.
Okay.
Supervisors committee report? Bryce?
I had 2 meetings last week, hotel motel grants. We had 6 grants and we gave away a total of $19,200. So that will help out those individuals very well. Had a Southwest Iowa Juvenile Detention Center budget meeting. We approved their budget with a 1.6% increase, which that came out below 2%. As of from July till December, we've had 182 days with juveniles in that center from Shelby County. So it's our money's getting used very well down there. So other than that, that's all I have.
Well, all my meetings are pretty much this way. West Central tonight, safety committee tomorrow, and I gotta be in Omaha Thursday morning and Malani Thursday afternoon. So that pretty much takes care of my week.
I had an emergency management, emergency preparedness committee meeting, and kind of brings together all the different entities in Shelby County to just be coordinated and talk about things that are on the horizon possibly. Has a few other meetings, but none were official committee meetings.
Okay. Consider approval of building and grounds use application for Roar and Harlan. We usually do this every year.
Yep, this is their yearly application, brought in by Seth Johansson. And they want to do a motorcycle and car show with the support of the city and Shelby County Chamber of Commerce. And use the courthouse lawn and west parking lot, with most of their activity being in the city street and sidewalk.
Most of the time, they clean it up after they're done, so we haven't had any problems so far.
Good organization.
Yes.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to approve that application.
I'll second that.
Motion by Bryce, second by Mike, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Was there a date on that car show?
Same sign, not carried.
Should I put it in the calendar?
There's multiple.
Oh, okay. I thought there was one special big thing coming. Okay.
Consider approval to direct the budget director to advertise for a public hearing on proposed fiscal year 26 budget amendment to be held 9 a.m. on February 17th, the Supervisors Chambers. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion for that.
Second?
Motion by Mike, second by Bryce, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, I guess we need to recess for the budget workshops.
Everybody?